Yo, what is going on? Today we're going to be talking about the XM2we and my thoughts and opinions on the mouse and how it stacks up to mice that I feel are similar to it. So yeah, let's get started. So first I just want to talk about the shape itself. It's probably one of the most known shapes when it comes to like the peripheral scene. The XM1 was a super popular mouse, and I can see why. It has a tapered in front and a wide back, so it really fills out the palm of your hand when gripping the mouse. And for larger hands, this is probably like the perfect mouse to either fingertip if you have like really big hands. Like I have relatively larger hands, I can fingertip the mouse with no issue. Or if you have like medium-sized hands to claw the mouse. It is around the same size as mice like the V2 Pro and the Atlantis. The Atlantis is being pretty much a rip of this mouse. They're about the exact same mouse, so it's really similar. The coating of this mouse is absolutely insane. I'd compare it to XM2we's, where the sweatier your hand gets, the more grippy it gets. It's just absolutely absurd how well it's implemented. This is using Optical Switches, 3370, and a Complex MCU. I wouldn't say I noticed a performance difference between the two mice. The 3370 is really well implemented, so it feels really similar to this mouse when it comes to the feel of the sensor. The only benefit you get from having something like the Atlantis or the Pulsar X2 is motion sync, which is pretty big. But other than that, just I feel like the way that they implemented 3370 just feels absolutely amazing, and it feels just like the rest of my 3395 mice, just without motion sync. When it comes to the click feel, it feels similar, if anything, to Zippy's used in G-Wolf's mice. This is probably the best descriptor for it. It just, the way it sounds like it's boxy, but that's something I noticed with my original XM1, is that once I cut a hole in the bottom of the mouse, all the sound escaped and the clicks just felt better. It sounds like the clicks are trapped inside of a box. And like I said, as for click feel, they feel really similar to the Zippies. They just feel like, I'd say they feel like a heavier Zippy, if that makes any sense. It's probably the best descriptor I have for it. And because they are optical switches, you can't really switch them out with other normal switches. I haven't opened the mouse up yet, so I'm not sure if you can use Razer optical switches, because I know the switches in the V2 Pro just feel really good. And even the ones in the Viper Mini feel insanely good. And when it comes to the like button tensioning, it's like super well tensioned. Like it's like the second you go to press down, it clicks, and it's just absurd how well they implemented this. There is a lot of post travel, as you can see. So like the click is here, and I still have about like a good couple millimeters of post travel. The buttons do feel light and spammable, but they're not as light as Zippy's. That's probably the best way I can describe it, just in general. But yeah, overall, I do give this mouse pretty high ratings. It does cost the same amount as the Atlantis, but I would just prefer this overall when it comes to feel in hand. I do know that the black Lamzu has a better coating, I've heard. I don't own that one. I have the pink one, and this one just feels really bad when it comes to coating. But yeah, that should be it. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. I do have a Discord server, so you can join in the description. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you do want to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one.